Welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we're recapping and reviewing Survivor Series, WarGames, plus the SmackDown that set the stage and the Monday Night Raw that blew the fallout wide open. The Primos break it all down. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on! Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Hey, baby.
Again. We're singing again. Didn't we learn? Didn't we learn?
Wow, bro.
This has not been learned.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I know. No, you back from your trip to Tennessee. So someone's feeling they country roots. There you go. Yeah, howdy. There you go. All right. So do you bow now and does Laura curtsy and stuff? Like, are y'all going to cotillion or stuff like that?
No, not at all.
Okay, it's worth a shot. Figured I'd ask. Here we are.
Yeah, man. So how was Thanksgiving for you, man?
I worked. No, I work Thanksgiving so that I can ensure that the wife and I are off on Christmas Eve. So
nice.
So work was good. Made my money, went home. Got to spend the early part with the little boy, watched the parade with him, all the fun stuff. Mm-hmm. And then his aunt came over and took care of him. Amanda and I went to work, came back. Life is good, man. Can't complain, Yeah, man. How about you?
Yeah, no, it was good. Tennessee was fun, did Thanksgiving with the fam out there in Memphis, and then nice. That Friday, actually Saturday morning, we went up to Nashville and did the rest of the weekend there. And then went to a blistering cold football game on Sunday between the Titans and Jacksonville.
All right, wait a second. What is blistering cold in Tennessee?
Like -30? No, it felt like it. No, it was like 30 degrees, bro.
Okay. All right.
It was freezing.
Okay. It was proper cold.
Yeah, proper cold, bro. I'm
like New York cold? Well, no, because you used to live in New York, so you know New York cold.
Yeah, I know New York cold, but what I'm saying is my blood is Florida now, so baby,
just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it right now.
But anywho, let's jump into this recap and review.
Wait, can you jump into anything with that hat on? Like it feels like you're gonna like you can hold on to it and land very slowly. I'm just playing, baby. You look great.
No.
I'm just
I know.
Yeah, let's jump on in. Okay, SmackDown prior to WarGames.
Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I liked and didn't like. I mean, total. They're intermingled, right? But let's kick it off, right?
Let's roll through them. Absolutely.
Not happy with the fact that Rusev lost to Jey Uso for Jey to advance in the tournament.
Okay.
Like, did not like it. I'm a Rusev guy.
Yes.
Hated every bit of it.
Yes.
And then what I really hated is the outcome come Monday.
Mm.
And then I'm just like, then what was the point of all that? But we'll get into it later.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, yes, yeah. I agree with you 100% on that. I thought, I was figuring they were going to go Uso anyway. Once I realized that the John Cena Invitational final match is on Saturday night's main event. So I was like, all right, they lost the WarGames match. So I figured, and this is the next day, I'm spoiling, but they had to do something with it. But this is also kind of with what happens on Monday happens. So that's why they had to do this. They had to give this another play to get him through the weekend of WarGames and then set up the new storyline that comes with what happened Monday.
I guess.
Which once again we will get into. But I'm only speaking on that because I've seen all 3 shows.
Yeah.
Had I, when I was just watching SmackDown prior to seeing the other 2, it's like, okay, unless he wins this thing, kind of an odd way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, exactly. And then we'll definitely jump into my feelings on it once we get to the outcome of Monday, because I wasn't really a fan of it. But not crazy that Rusev lost, but whatever. Love the R Truth lottery balls like joke that they did. That whole segment was hysterical, with him and Nick Aldis and Miz, and he's like,
And there's
you know, yeah, like I need you to like trust my balls, and he's like, oh, because they're American balls, I respect your British balls, and I was just like, bro, why are we talking about
balls, man,
balls?
balls. It's truth, man. It's a national treasure that is truth. This is just what he does, man. He's just awesome. Every time he gets on the camera, he's just awesome. It just
But
makes sense.
but
And
see,
I
that's
like
no,
I
no, no.
get
Go
it.
ahead,
No,
go ahead, go
listen,
ahead.
childish humor at its best. Absolutely. But awesome, dude.
Well,
You just didn't
but
like
that's
you just didn't
that's
like
the
hearing
thing
the
though,
word
because like
ball so much.
I literally wrote that in my notes. I was like, awesome. It was fantastic, hysterical, love seeing truth. But then I instantly get sad. I'm like, oh, but we're not doing anything with him. Now he's just back to the comedic jokes. And what happened to Hard or Ron Killings? What happened to that dude?
Yeah,
Like I
that
still kind
lasted
of
like
want that.
2 weeks. That lasted 2 weeks, and it stinks because here's another instance of dropping the ball on WWE because you could have done something with because especially the way you wrote it yourself. You fired the man, and then you brought him back. You had a chance to do this fantastic storyline and build this, and Truth would have a backing, man. So
Yeah,
many people would be behind this guy to get championship. It'd be like Kofi Mania all over again. I I don't understand it.
yeah,
And I get the point of taking what's given to you because sometimes it's all you're gonna get. They're not gonna give Truth this push. They showed it. They showed it. They did it for one match and then he vanished. And now he came back and he's doing the same old R-Truth shtick. So they show they're not gonna do it. So
yeah.
the only thing you're gonna give me is this. I'm gonna excel at it until we done and I stop cashing your checks. It sucks that it's
Facts.
that way. It sucks that it's that way because once again, you could do something with him, but for whatever reason, they don't.
Mm, mm. Ain't that the truth, brother?
Shit, I see what you did there.
There you go. No, but moving on to the next segment, then we get a little teasing of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, bringing possibly back the Terror Twins, which was kind of cool. But then the beginning of that segment was Zelina Vega coming, at Damian Priest saying, like, you like to talk smack and, this whole thing. And I think what I didn't like about the segment was the fact that like, why is Alistair sending Zelina to do his dirty work? Because even Damien calls it out, but it's just
Mhm.
that, she's like, oh, he's not sending me. I'm here to help you and this and that. And I'm just like, no, I'm already bored with the story. Like, do something else, please. I'm not with it.
It was, yeah, it was unnecessary. I mean, they're starting to wear thin with this storyline, so we need to get something happening quick. Otherwise, I think a lot of people are going to lose interest. And I'm not saying that I am, but I'm saying I think like you're kind of okay. Like we gotta make a move quicker rather than dragging this on because now it's been a while. Because it's been how long did he burn his eye? Like 2 years ago?
I mean, I
Fuck.
think it was like a month ago, maybe.
In wrestling
It
time,
feels
that's
like
like 2 years.
you're
That's
right.
2 years of wrestling time.
Yeah. Yeah. So not really
They've had
crazy
they've
about
had
that whole thing.
37 shows in the past 4 weeks. So
Yeah. You're, no, you're right. You're right. But an exciting thing though that did happen
Mhm.
after was the Chelsea Green celebration that gets ruined by Jade Cargill, being this mean champion.
I like Mean Jade.
I do. I
I
do
like
like
Mean
it. I
Jade.
wrote that.
I'm a Mean Jade guy.
Yeah.
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 For sure. And that's exactly what I wrote because I love the mean streak thing. And
Right.
then, I love the incident with like BFAB and she's like, what? And he goes, that's what I thought. And then walks away. And then, Meechin comes up and he's like, I guess I'm gonna have to be the one to step up. And I started laughing because I was like, come on, Beechin. Come on, Beechin. That ain't
I was
gonna
about
happen,
I was
dude.
about to say, first of all, why are they still teasing me with Beechin? Please stop
Yeah,
teasing me. Either make them Beechin or separate them.
exactly.
Stop this nonsense. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it because every time I see it, I think, what could be? What could be? Oh, Beechin, Beechin. Yeah, no, when Beechin was like, I guess I'm gonna teach her a lesson. I was like, what you teaching her? Like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah,
And I
no.
love Meechin. I love her. Like she's great in ring. She's awesome. I wish they kind of utilize her a little more, but yeah, the opportunity, you still have it. Once again, Hunter, That's all I'm
We
saying.
did. And then next we get the other match of the tournament, Miz versus LA Knight. Great match. The only reason why I wish it would have ended differently is like not necessarily for Miz to win. I really wish it was a situation where like LA Knight advanced at this point, but then Miz was a part of the other match so he could advance because all this build and hype up in the background with him to get a second chance to be in the tournament.
Right.
I'm just like, it could have been like a bigger feel to it. And I don't know. I'm just not happy with the Jey Uso choice in this tournament that I feel like it should have been given to someone else for an opportunity to shine or reshine. Somebody that we haven't seen in forever, like a Miz or a Kofi Kingston or an Xavier Woods. You know what I mean? Like somebody else
Mhm.
instead of this. But I mean, great match overall, and very happy that LA got the win rather, because obviously this man needs a little bit of shine as well. So
I agree that he needs some shine as well. I was annoyed at the choice for his mystery opponent. You've been dragging this Cena Invitational tournament for a little while now, and then you're teasing me. You know, you have Cardona come back, you have Dolph Ziggler come back, you have another opportunity to do something fun, and you waste it. And now here's the problem: is it's not because it was the Miz, because the Miz is still the Miz, and I got respect for the Miz. But the Miz is not the Miz that it was, that he
mm,
was. So I think this is it just loses something. You know, you had a chance to do it even if you were just to introduce a Joe Hendry, even if you just were, to I mean, I don't know anybody. I mean, give it if Phoenix comes in and does something like I don't know, just something about it being the Miz that is just because you knew the minute you found out it was the Miz, he had no shot.
yeah,
You knew it. The minute he slipped the ball into Aldis's hands while Truth was talking about his balls, you knew it. So yeah, I agree. I'm glad for LA Knight because this man is just this poor bum. But yeah, yeah. No, it's I agree. I think it was whoever one was supposed to win. I just was annoyed that they had a chance to do something more fun and they didn't.
yeah, agreed. Definitely agree with that. And then finally, the main event of the evening, just skipping right forward to it, is the traditional Survivor Series match between the MFTs and the International Coalition, aka Sami Zayn's crew. Solid match overall, pretty good. I think the thing that impressed me the most though was the graphic. Like anytime somebody got eliminated, they were like,
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb eliminated or Mateo eliminated, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh, that was kind of cool. But
Well, I mean,
other than that,
they're stepping the game. I mean, we called this. We said the MFTs were going to win. We both called this in our selections. So yeah, I mean, that's League of Nations 2.0. Once again, what are we doing here?
yeah,
Like, so, but solid match. You know, everybody had a good couple minutes of shine and run, and fine.
yeah.
The card was full for the next night, and you needed all the time for those War Games matches because War Games doesn't start till apparently everybody's in the ring. So I got to wait 10, 15, 20 minutes just to start this match. All right, it's now time for War Games. Then what have I been watching for 15 minutes?
The pre-war game, duh.
Kiss my pre-war game. That's what you've been doing.
All right, well, and that was the end of SmackDown. But speaking of Survivor Series war games, let's
Speaking
jump into that.
of pre-war games.
Like we opened up the night with the women's war games match, right?
Yep.
And you got your notes? You got the notes?
No, but I remember you and I both picked um shit, no.
Clearly we need our notes.
Yeah, wait, no. I picked Team Heel in this one. I know I picked Team Heel in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my notebook's upstairs.
All right.
I know I picked Team Heel because I picked the two heels and then I picked the face at the end. And I think you picked Team Face here and then Team Heel at the end.
I don't
You
remember.
you were opposite me. No, you were opposite me. You were opposite me in that one because you're like because your defense to picking Team Heel at the end was I'm using your logic from what happened with Team Face
That's
here.
right. That's right. That's right.
So yeah.
Okay,
See,
good
see,
memory. That's good.
yeah, yeah. What?
But besides the results, the overall match was fantastic. I think it was a good
Solid.
way to start the evening. I think the pace was done pretty well, even though to your point, it doesn't start until everybody's in the ring. But I did enjoy it because I did like all the elements of as every participant coming in to the cage or to the, the structure rather. Um, it was nicely done, and I think everything was executed perfect. I think EO's, like, trash can move was wild, like, the
Awesome.
fact that she just did it perfectly and they was just like, "Whee!" Like,
Yeah,
you were just
it's
like,
just, I don't
"Yo."
care, like freedom, and yeah, that's my girl, man. That's my girl EO, man. She's nasty, bro. She's
Yeah, she's
just
good.
nasty. A hell of a match. All the women in there, man. Great job. Like very, very solid match. Um, just I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking because then this doesn't have to do with the women's match so much as it has to do with both the women's and the men's match. Um, so what happened to old school Survivor Series where like you pin somebody and then they're out and then it's like a 5-on-4 because that's what
Right.
you did on Friday. What's up? What happened with that? So you're gonna make me wait 15, 20 minutes for everybody to get in the ring and then one pin wins? You're gonna be like, no, give me 5 pins. Give me 5 pins instead of making me watch and fucking just have a regular match anyway, and then end on one and then end on one pinfall. So once again, that has nothing to do with so much the women's match as it does just the overall concept. Then don't make it Survivor Series. Just call the PLE War Games and be done with it, and do something, and then do a Survivor Series down the road. So that bothered me because now we're talking about Survivor Series, and now I can be annoyed about it. Um, so yeah, so that's the. But once again, the ladies' match was great. I think having the faces win, fine, great move because now you can. I still think he kind of wasted a chance to have a shot with Charlotte and Rhea and starting the rift there.
Mhm.
But good. It was good.
Yeah, obviously, they saved it for Monday because obviously we'll talk about what happened
Mhm.
there. Yeah, actually, I agree with that, and you're not the first person to say that. A buddy of mine texted me, and, shout outs to Corey.
What
He
up,
reached
Corey?
out. Yeah, what up, Corey? He straight up said, he's like, um, why isn't War Games elimination style? Right? Like he was just like he said the same thing you did. He's like, there's no reason why it should be one pin. It should be 5 pins. Like, what are we doing? Um, I think we just been so used to war games not being that way, but you're right. It should be like an updated stipulation to kind of give it that Survivor Series feel because to that of same point and that same effect before the actual War Games PLE started on YouTube, they were giving all the best Survivor Series matches. And the one that I was able to catch was the one where it was NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown
That was a good one.
and
That was a
that
good
was
one.
so good. The
That
fact
was
that it
such a
was
good one.
Keith Lee and Roman at the end,
Mhm.
magic. It was magic. It was
That was so
magic.
good.
And just it wouldn't have happened if the elimination style wasn't there. You know what
Didn't
I mean?
exist.
So
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
go but once again, then because once again, I have no problem with you doing a cage match
Mhm.
and then releasing people at a certain time or whatever, then come up with a new name for it or call it War Games, and then that's what War Games is. But don't give it to me in a Survivor Series pay-per-view. Survivor Series at its core and at its when it was inception, when it was started, because I remember the first Survivor Series was 5-on-5. You count down. You could win 3-1. You could win 2-1. You could win one, whatever. But that's the way it was. If this is it, great. Then just call the shit War Games and we're fine. And next month, do Survivor Series.
Yeah. 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 No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm with you. And Corey's with you too.
Thank you, Corey. My man. My man.
Then we move on to the next match of the evening. We get the Intercontinental Championship match, which, by the way, the storytelling, the drama,
Mm.
everything in this match was fantastic. I enjoyed every bit of it. I also enjoyed the fact that it kept the momentum of the previous match and brought it up a little bit more. Man, John Cena and these little John Cena highs, man, they got to really learn to put it toward closer to the end or whatever. But I mean, to be fair though, I think the pay per view or the PLE overall did keep a steady pace because I did enjoy this match a lot. I wasn't. I didn't. I told my wife I was like I wasn't falling asleep through it. I enjoyed every match. I think overall it was good. There is one gripe that I did have, which I guess I could just share now. I
Mm.
just don't think it's fair to have just 4 matches on a giant baseball stadium size, event. I feel like for the price point that you're making these people pay, I think
Yeah.
you should probably throw in a couple more matches. That's pretty much it.
Or elimination survivor style match where
Oh.
you see pins, you fucking asshats.
Is it because I'm wearing my hat?
No, someone said ass hat the other day, and I'm like, "Ooh, I forgot about ass hat."
Well, thank you, person.
Yeah, but, but yeah, you're 100% correct. Like, that's for what for what TKO is charging people to
Mhm.
go to these shows, man, for what you're charging people to have to log into. Because once again, Verizon's like, "Yeah, we're gonna pay your ESPN, but not my ESPN Premium," and it's like, "And I can't watch this," and now I'm like, "Dude, man, come on, jump through hoops, all this stuff." We should be getting more value.
Yeah,
We should be getting more bang for the buck. And
exactly.
I agree with you that it was a good PLE. I was definitely bored with Vicaire, Nikki Bella, because I mean,
We knew it was gonna
we
happen.
knew what was going to happen. Like, you knew what was going to happen with Cena and Mysterio, but you still kind of wanted to see how.
Yeah.
And the great part about this was to Liv Morgan returned.
Yes.
And she comes back, and you think she's gonna turn on Dom because Dom's been doing a little flirty with Roxanne Perez early on, and now Judgment Day's kind of gone to not being the Judgment Day when Liv was there. But then she jumps into Cena's arms, and then she turns and just whacks him in the wibbles, and then Mysterio gets the belt back, and is now your two-time IC champ, two-time
Greatest
champ.
material. Okay, greatest Mysterio of all time.
Greatest Mysterio. For you to say that is so disrespectful,
I know.
considering your handles like Mysterio and like everything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about it. Yeah, no, very happy. Did we both pick Dominic, or
Yeah, we
did
both
I
picked
pick
Dom
John?
because we knew. I think John was the fun pick because
Okay. Yeah,
we
yeah.
both picked Dominic because we knew the IC belt had to stay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And then,
so,
I mean, to your point too, like moving on to the next match, just kind of to breeze through it. We got Stephanie Vicaire defeating
that
Nikki Bella.
great.
The
Next,
only
then we get
thing
the
I
men's war
liked,
games.
yeah, no, the only thing
Then
I
we get the
liked,
men's war games.
no, wait, the only
Then we
thing
get the
I,
men's war games. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
the only thing that I liked was when she came out, it was an all black. And I was like, okay, we're halfway there. Like, cool on the heel outfit, but
Mhm.
where's the heel music? Like, I can't take you seriously as a bad guy when it's like, you can look, but you can't touch. It's like, oh no,
What you
you're
talking
still
about?
good.
What you mean? No, you're not. Because that's mean you can look, but you can't touch motherfucker. It's all in the verbiage. It's all in how you put it.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
All they need to do is deepen the voice a little bit. Like, you can look, but you can't
Good
touch. I'm like,
touch.
holy shit. What just happened here? Nikki Bella's a badass. Damn. But that's just me. But yes, so now we can get to men's war games.
Yes.
Because Stephanie Vicaire retained, and we all know. I mean, and no knock to Nikki Bella, no knock to Stephanie Vicaire. Both, but they put on a very good match or an entertaining match.
Yeah. Yeah, but we knew it was gonna happen. But
Of
okay,
course.
going back to men's war games, we got the Vision versus Team Punk.
Wow, you went Team
Fantastic.
Punk, huh? I would have said Team Codith, but you went Punk.
Team Jey Uso. Right now.
Team Big Jim.
Big yeah, no, overall solid. I like the pacing. Again, I love how every time somebody came out, somebody threw in like a weapon or had some advantage. I love the moment where Logan Paul asked for the knuckles. Like it was well done. I think it was well done. I honestly was really surprised with, I mean, I think we all were, right? With the mystery, Spider-Man climb dude that jumped in
Yes.
and mimicked a lot of Seth,
All right,
Rollins' moves.
so
And
before you read who everyone thinks it is, who'd you think it was?
I don't know, man.
Did you really? Because I'd seen this months ago
Really?
that this was supposed to happen.
Okay. So who do you think it was before everybody thinks it knows
Theory.
what thinks it
Austin
was?
Theory.
But that's what everybody thinks it is.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. Before you knew, like before everyone's like, it's Austin Theory.
Right.
Because that started online, like, is that supposed to happen? Like, did you think it was anybody else? Did you think it could be anybody else?
No.
You knew it was Theory the minute he came out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you knew. So you knew. So you knew. I just asked you the question.
Yes. No. But I thought you thought it was somebody else. That's why I was like, wait, who else could you have thought?
I'm gonna take that.
It's my hat. It's my hat. My bad. For those of you that are listening, if you watch the video version, I'm wearing a cowboy hat,
A cowboy hat, yes.
a
No,
JR hat.
but you know what? Good old JR. You got the glasses on. Your
It's
your
gotta be high.
your shirt's like a barbecue
Yeah.
sauce color. He sold barbecue. He sold barbecue sauce. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, good old JR's barbecue sauce. I
Oh,
think that was a
man.
thing. But no, yeah, before I didn't see that coming. Like I said, I know because they said that a while ago Theory was supposed to join the Vision. All that went south when Seth Rollins got the actual injury, and then
Yeah.
they've now appeared to move to Logan Paul. But getting back to it, the heel team won
Yes.
this one because of Spider-Man hurdling the fence, curb stomping
Punk.
Punk,
Mhm.
and then Braun Breaker getting the pin, which was perfect. You know, they did exactly what they're supposed to do to set up for the next night.
Yes.
Because that ending, the minute that ended, I was like, okay, this is going to be the call set up for tomorrow. The fact that Breaker got the pin on the champion.
Exactly. And that's how lead into Monday Night Raw. Good stuff because
That's
we
right.
opened up Monday Night Raw with actually the beef that is starting between Rhea and Io versus Charlotte and Bliss,
Mhm.
which I'm actually enjoying. I like that they teamed up, but
Team
now I'm like,
Rio.
wait a minute. You guys lost the titles. Like, you need to go to the back of the line. We're gonna go face the Kabuki Warriors. And
Mhm.
it's like, well, wait a minute. What are we doing here? So I enjoyed that a lot. I did like the
It's the
opening segment.
rematch question again. Why don't they get it? Should they have it? What are we doing
I don't even think about
here?
that no more, man.
I know you know, but I'm just like, it's just like, wait, we lost it. We never got our rematch. It's like, but nobody does unless you are somebody somehow. I still don't know the rules, but yeah, no, it was good. Team Rio. I'm a fan of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. So you put these two together, I'm watching. I don't care who they fight. I truly don't care. I just love both of them. So I thought this was good. Solid build. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss is a good team to put them up against,
Yeah.
because I mean, just they stack well, against each other, Rhea and Charlotte, and then you get Io and Alexa. So great work. I thought it was solid. Um, Excited that they were going to make this the main event, that they had the women as a main event, which is really big. I was like, I always glad to see that. So yeah, good way to kick Raw off.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then we get a happy moment where Jay Uso loses and later on in the evening throws a
Happy, what do
freaking
you mean
pity
happy
party.
moment? Very happy moment.
That's a happy moment for me. What I
Well,
don't
first
like
of
that
all,
he did is
first
a
of all,
pity party.
you have to say that it was the John Cena Invitational,
Yes, of
and that
course.
he lost to La Noche.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with all that stuff before you just go to pity party. Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
because that's what I wrote down. I'm happy that he lost, but like I don't like that pity party stuff. It's like, yeah,
what? Well, I mean,
the belt doesn't look good on me. That's what people say. Like, come on, man.
well, because they got to show his turn. That's why he ended up spiking all the primes and doing this after he lost the matches. Because now they got to be like, we got, because now people, because they took the belt off him as fast as they did, they
Mhm.
have to find a way to rebuild Jey Uso. So now you have to turn him. When you had a face Jey Uso who had arenas going buck wild. Once again, you misplayed your hand. Now you're trying to clean up a mess you made.
Mm. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with that one
I
because
mean, listen,
I'm not holding my breath.
listen, I've I liked Jey Uso. I did when
Yeah.
this run was happening. I was like, great, great. And now I'm like, yeah, you know what? Good. Let's do something else. Like, and
Yeah.
now, oh well, I will get to it later. But I feel for my man Noche here because of what happens with the next John Cena Invitational semifinal match,
Yeah.
which was Gunther versus Solo Sokoa, which Gunter wins. So solid match. Knew Gunther was going to win. I've called Gunther since this tournament started.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be him versus LA Knight. And they're not going to give it to LA Knight. So LA Knight's going to get the shaft again.
So let me tell you something, right? Since we jumped to Gunther, I'm gonna skip to my note that I wrote here. I loved every single bit of this match, and I'll tell you why. For me, match of the night.
Okay.
For me, because it really did feel like a big fight feel. It
Mhm.
felt important. Solo did fantastic.
Right.
Gunther did fantastic.
Right.
And to sit there and watch this match for like 20 minutes to get to the last 5 minutes to be like, oh, is Solo gonna win? Oh, is Gunther gonna like that?
Right.
I got lost in the moment. And I took off my critique hat and I was just a fan. I was just a
You're a
fan
fan.
watching.
It's
So
nice when you can do that.
it
It's
was
nice when you
awesome.
it's nice when you can do that. We try so often to do that, but sometimes it's just tough because we are more intelligent fans, or rather more informed fans than we were 10, 15 years ago, with the
Yeah.
internet and everything and beyond the mat and all, wrestling with shadows and dark side of the ring and, this and that, Unreal, things like that. So of course now all of your fans are more informed. So it does make it tougher to be able to see through those eyes, through those lenses. But yeah, so when you can do that, that's just fun. Going back to a conversation we recently had with someone who we both highly regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Entonces, loved the Judgment Day segment. Love to see Dominic celebrating the Judgment Day as a group.
Mhm.
Love to see Liv come back. And I guess the only part that was kind of confusing though for me was like, how come she's not mad at Roxanne for still being in the group? But we find out later in the evening, how that plays out. But at the moment, I was like, how come she's not slapping her or like
Yeah.
kicking her out of the group? Why is everybody happy to be a part of the
Right.
Judgment Day? You know?
Well, I mean, she's one thing we know about Liv Morgan. There's a plan.
Yeah.
We don't know necessarily how that plan got constructed, but there's a plan.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to give it to her. I dig this. I dug the segment too, though. I was like, great. It's good to see the Judgment Day are back. They're they're healthy. They're all together. They look dominant until we get the turn on from Finn or Liv now, or a possibility combination of Finn and Liv.
Yeah. 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 We'll see. And then love the Maxine Dupree Natty promo. Good to see
What? You like
Natty. No,
that?
no. Here's why I liked it. Here's why I liked it. Because we didn't see Natalia, Hart. We didn't see that person.
Mhm,
We saw Natty. Natty is the underground, like ruthless, wrestler that we've been
mhm,
seeing in AAA and in those, underground matches in NXT.
mhm.
So I think it's exciting to see that they're finally gonna revamp her character. So I'm just excited to see that.
Okay. I
That's it.
I yeah. I mean, for that aspect, I see. I didn't care much for it at all. Again. I can't do it again.
To get out of my ring. Let's go. I loved it. I loved it,
Whole
man. I
fucking
loved it.
time. No. No. Get out of my and just trying to smile. Just every let's go. What was next?
Moving on to an awesome tag team match between Dragon AJ Lee. No, no, wait, what's her name?
No. We did AJ Lee. AJ Lee is the tag
Oh,
name because it's AJ
okay.
Styles and Dragon Lee. AJ
All right.
Lee.
So between AJ Lee versus
We didn't go
the
Dragon
new
Styles.
the Dragon Styles, that's what it should be.
Dragon Styles is a much
Against the
doper name.
For real, against the New Day, right? That was the
Right.
match,
Yes.
and that ending was fantastic. The fact that Dragon Lee does that double stomp thing and flips him onto, AJ Styles to do the oh
Bro.
my gosh, incredible. Incredible
I
ending.
I did not think I was gonna be a fan of this tag team as much as I am.
Yeah.
I love and respect AJ Styles wholeheartedly. AJ Styles is great. Going back to, Impact. Like when he was 20 years old, you know, he's absolutely fantastic. Dragon Lee is someone that these guys they've had him for a while. They want to try and use him. So once again, I think the pairing of this is good because I think you put him with a veteran like an AJ Styles. And this also kind of, I think, gives AJ Styles a give back opportunity because I think the problem is they don't view him as a main event talent right now. And I
Mhm.
think that's short sighted because he is. He's still AJ Styles. So I think this is a way where you can A, put a belt on him, and B, make him feel um more I don't want to say useful, but as being someone who can mentor Dragon Lee. So giving an opportunity to kind of pay that kind of situation back. So I think that's why this This tag team is great. I love it. I didn't think I was going to, but I'm a Dragon Styles fan.
Dragon Styles, love it.
Now I'm just gonna call him Dragon Styles.
Yeah, yeah, I love
Now
it,
that's
I
it.
love it. I'm with it, Dragon Styles.
Right.
Okay, so now, the 2 highlights of the evening, right?
Mhm.
Let's jump into the first one, and I'm gonna say my piece, and then I just need to hear if you agree or disagree with this, right?
Okay.
The Braun Breaker promo, right?
Okay.
I thought it was solid. I
Okay.
thought it was really good.
Okay.
I just think that the IWC, right, the Internet Wrestling Community,
Mhm.
is really blowing this promo up to be like the greatest thing ever. And for me personally, like we've spoken about it in other episodes, I think we've just been so spoiled with how good like a CM Punk is or a Cody Rhodes is on the mic,
Mhm.
or even the Miz. I mean, the Miz, yeah, on the mic.
Right.
I just feel like, you know, I'm not taking anything away from Braun Breaker. I thought it was solid, but I don't think it was that good compared to what everybody else is saying. What do you think?
I This is where I go to my I agree with you 1000%
Ooh.
because I saw the promo and I was like, "Okay, kids doing it." And especially when he was like when he said, "Punk, when you said last year, let's see if you can cut a promo." And then he like bowed and shit. I was like, "Okay."
He's like, "La di da."
Right, exactly. I was like, "Okay, okay." Like I thought it was a bit over the top, the throwing of the microphone and then like Logan Paul's like, "Damn." Like, it's like, okay. Okay, let's what are we celebrating here, guys? That he does what 90% of you are supposed to fucking do with the microphone on wrestling? Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Okay. He's supposed to be able to cut these promos. This is why they have the vision of him. So let's not all be fucking, flowers and roses and, sunshines and rainbows, flying out of my ass because the guy can cut a promo. Okay. That's what he's supposed to do. Okay. If every time I make a vodka soda, someone on the internet going to be like, wow, man, that was amazing. I was the greatest bartender I've ever seen. Fuck out of here. He did what he was supposed to do. Okay. Congratulate him. Yeah. Great promo. Solid promo. But I read it too. Then I went back and I started reading the reviews and stuff. And it was like, wow, what a promo. Wow, he's arrived. Wow.
Calm down.
Yeah,
Well, good. I'm
yeah.
glad you agree. Okay, I feel better about it because I felt kinda like a jerk, you know what I mean? So thank you.
Well, no, I mean, I was feeling kind of jerkish about it too, but so now we can both be jerkers together.
There you go. Primos for life.
There you go.
A plug. Anyway,
No
uh,
plug.
and then the
.com.
final .com. And then the final, highlight of the evening, this five-way women's tag match because apparently we got the Kabukis, we got Bailey and,
And Lyra.
Lyra. We had, the best friends, but we're not best friends, Charlotte and and Bliss. We had,
Mhm.
Rhea and
Rio.
Rio, right?
Right.
And ending the night standing tall, the all 3 female members of the Judgment Day. So
Yep.
I was just like, "What is?" And then you see that little moment where it's like Roxanne's about to lift the belt, she lives there, like, "No, no, this is your belt," and she's like,
Mhm.
"No, this is your belt because we're doing big things," and I was just like,
No, it's
executive
not.
producer, Paul
Yeah.
Levesque,
And
lean
it went to
finish.
black this time. So I was
Yeah,
like, "Yay!" No, it was great. No, it was, this is the setup for the Liv Morgan turning on Roxanne Perez, and this is all of it. This is
yeah.
what's leading to it. She's back. She's cool with her. Great. Da, da, da. This is the old okey doke. You
Oh,
rope in the end. You rope in the end. Like it's like okay, wait, 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 and then you gonna hit me. Bang.
yeah.
So I thought, no, well done, well done. Especially because it's a Judgment Day and they want to show that it's their show. I thought that was solid. Great. I'm good with it. That was probably yes the highlight of the night because as I said that breaker promo I was not I was happy with when I watched the episode. I think I'm more annoyed now than I was prior, but I was glad that episode just I was it ended.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm with you, man. So, okay, so final thoughts, and then we could, close out. Um, SmackDown, probably like a 5 or a 6. WarGames, I give an 8,
Okay.
maybe an 8.5 because the mystery person that made it exciting. And
Mhm.
then, Raw was probably like a 7.5. I thought it was decent. I thought it was pretty
Okay.
good episode.
All right. I'll go SmackDown 5. War Games 8, 8. and Raw 7.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So we're close.
I wasn't terribly impressed with really anything. The mask thing was
Wow.
cool. War Games was good. War Games was good. Outside of my complete annoyance at the loss of the Survivor Series
Yeah.
factor, War Games was good because the women's match was good, the men's match was good, the Cena match was good. So War Games was good. I just think a lot of other things on the other two shows that could have just been reworked. But that end with the women's tag division stuff because that's great. That's great because right now you have all the focus on all the women there in a tag division, thing. So what are you gonna do with Bailey, with AJ? I mean, with AJ Lee, with Becky Lynch, because Stephanie McCare is still the champ. Who's
Right.
coming after her now? Is Bianca coming back? Or are they saving her for Jade Cargill? Is she gonna be the one over there? So I thought it was good, but yeah, I wasn't terribly impressed coming off of War Games. I think you have to answer the question about this masked person ASAP. I'm assuming the move is to do something at Saturday night's main event. In terms of telling us who it is, but
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, actually, and before we do our final spiel, that's the other thing that I didn't like, that, Logan Paul had a moment with Rey Mysterio about the IC title, and Logan Paul is repping the Vision. So is he part of the Vision?
Yep, he's Vision because they were when they introduced them on Monday. I listened to see what the lovely Alicia Taylor how she announced them, and she announced them Fatty, um, Logan, and Braun. Yeah. And then she said the Vision at the end. She started with Heyman, then she went to Bronson, then she said Logan, then she said Braun Breaker, and then said the Vision. And they put up the graphic
Yeah.
that said the Vision. So I was
Mhm.
like, okay, he's in. And then Heyman said something. He's
Uh-huh.
like, first this guy,
Right, right.
right. And then he went, and then Logan Paul, who now fits in with Paul Heyman's vision of the future of WWE. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's take this opportunity to go ahead and thank all of our primos and primas, our listeners.
Yes.
Please, please, please continue to like, subscribe, follow. We are on every platform we could possibly be on as much as we can, meaning
Mhm.
through Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, and you can find all of that where, Primo?
Primosforlife.com.
Yeah,
Yes,
anything
yeah.
for Primos.
Yeah, that's right. We do anything for a primo.
And then what do you do when you get to
You
primosforlife.com?
smash whatever like button on whatever site you go to, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Spotify, whether you smash the like, you smash the subscribe, you hit the notifications, you ring bells, you start doing whatever you do. Just you send it, you blast it to all your friends. Blast it, blast it, blast it. Actually, Eddie's a quick story I gotta tell you. I was wearing one of our shirts that had that has the QR code on the back.
Uh-huh.
I was at my local bar that I go to after work, waiting for the wife, and this kid comes up behind me. First of all, he looks at me and he sees the picture. It's the one of me and you, and he says, he goes, oh, and I was with my buddy John. He's like, so which one do you use, Eddie? Which one is Ariel? I'm like, well, I'm actually Ariel. My cousin Eddie lives in Florida. He's like, oh, wrestling. So we started chatting wrestling with me for a few minutes. He said he doesn't really watch it. We chatted. 5 minutes later, this kid comes up. He's like, yo, man, I heard what you were talking about. Do you mind if I scan the shirt? So yes. So followers coming in, baby. Followers coming in.
Let's get it.
That's it. Hopefully that kid smashes the like button.
There you go. Bueno, entonces, Primo, you know what to do.
Yeah, man. That being said, we thank you, everybody, wholeheartedly for giving us your time because we know how important and how necessary that is for everybody. So thank you for doing that, letting us be a part of your day, your evening, whichever part of the 24-hour cycle it is that you're listening to us. We just appreciate that you're listening to us. Thank you very much to all of you. We couldn't do it without you. Ride is great. It's a lot better when you're with us. We love you very, very much. We will see you when we see you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yeah, we will see you when we see you. Take care, everybody.
Later.